The Walter Camp Coach of the Year Award is sponsored by Charter Oak Insurance and Financial Services. Please welcome the company's Chief Executive Officer, Green Bay Packer fan, Peter Novak, to present the Coach of the Year Award for 2015, and he's going to get in under kickoff. You lucky dog.
Each year, the Walter Camp Football Foundation Coach of the Year is selected by his peers. This season, they have selected a coach who has established a remarkable winning record of 56-12 over the past 5 years. William Christopher Swinney's Clemson Tigers won 14 straight this fall, culminating in their outstanding showdown against Alabama in Monday night's national championship. Dabo, a name given to him by his older brother Trip, short for that boy, is no stranger to championship football. Dabo played high school football for the Pelham, Alabama Panthers. He became a walk-on, honor roll scholar athlete at the University of Alabama, playing 3 years for the 1992 Walter Camp Coach of the Year Gene Stallings as a wide receiver on the Tide's 1992 national championship team. After graduation, Dabo stayed on as a graduate assistant while earning his master's degree. He served as a receivers coach until 2001, when Gene Stallings' successor was fired along with the rest of the coaching staff. Turned out into the real world, Dabo dabbled in the real estate business for a few years, but he never lost his desire to coach. And in 2003, newly hired Clemson coach Tommy Bowden offered Dabo an assistant position, and when Coach Bowden resigned during the 2007 season, Clemson asked Coach Swinney to serve as an interim head coach. Successfully leading the Tigers to an appearance in the Gator Bowl that year, Dabo was subsequently named head coach, and as it is often said, the rest is history. In the last 7 years, the Tigers have a 71-23 record, averaging 10 wins a season, including bowl game appearances every year. Coach Dabo has swung the Clemson program in the right direction. This year's undefeated 12-game regular season, a victory over North Carolina in the ACC Championship, the 37-17 thrashing of Oklahoma in the Orange Bowl set the stage for last Monday night's game with Alabama. In one of the most exciting games in bowl history, Coach Dabo's alma mater eked out a 45-40 victory over his young squad, the Tiger. Well, wait a minute. Over his young squad, the Tiger Cubs. While certainly disappointing, the future looks bright indeed in Death Valley for the Rising Tigers program. With an outstanding Orange Bowl and ACC championship season under his belt, we all look forward to more of these post-game dances in the locker room with his players again this fall.
Hey, it was BYOG, bring your own guts. And they brought some guts and some heart, and they never quit to the last play. Warm up to the back. They say we can't do it. What they say now? You know, Tonight, it was our time. This is what championship football is all about, baby.
Coach, I coached a long time ago. Maybe that's the reason why I got into coaching. Wow, unbelievable. It is my pleasure to present the Walter Camp Football Foundation Coach of the Year Award to Clemson's exciting coach, William Christopher Dabo Swinney.
Good evening. How's everybody tonight? All right. This is like a bad nightmare that won't end. They got Derrick Henry sitting right next to me. And that number 19 Raglan right behind me. Can't get away from these guys, man. Golly. Well, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to be here tonight. And I grew up in Alabama my whole life, a little town called Pelham, Alabama, and I always told my mother that one day I would make it to Yale. So here I am. Here I am. And this is a little side note because, you know, I like to think that I've had a little bit something to do with the success that Yale's had. Or maybe they didn't have much success this year. I really don't know. But I know last year they did. But about 2 or 3 years ago, I got this really good young quarterback prospect. He's a freshman. He's got a chance to be a pretty good little player. He redshirted, and he's a redshirt freshman. We're getting ready to play LSU in the bowl game. And he walks into my office for the bowl game, and he tells me how much he loves Clemson. It's just been an unbelievable experience to him. It's changed his life. It's opened his eyes into dreaming big and all these things. And I'm trying to figure out where he's going with this. And he says, Coach, I have an opportunity to transfer to Yale or Harvard. And I went, what? I said, you mean like they want you? He goes, I got a scholarship to Yale or Harvard to play quarterback. And he goes, I'm going to take my recruiting visits after the bowl game. And I couldn't believe it. I said, well, why do you want to go to Yale or Harvard? He goes, well, I want to be the president of the United States of America. And I said, well, we don't need presidents from Clemson? What's wrong with Clemson? So anyway, Morgan Roberts, that name probably rings a bell with all you Yale folks up here, and I think he led them to a big win last year over Army, maybe. I think it was Army. So really proud of Morgan, and glad to be in the dining hall that I guess he ate at whenever he got here. So, but this is an incredibly special event. Got the best of the best here, and it's an honor to just kind of rub shoulders with all these folks and all you great people out in the audience. And I want to congratulate all the other awardees tonight. But this, for me, is a humbling experience, an honor for me, because this is an award that's voted on by my peers. And so I just am very humbled by that and very appreciative of that. And, you know, for me, it's a blessing to be able to coach. I think it's the greatest profession in all of the professions out there. I know there's a lot of great jobs in this world, but I think that I'm in the best profession in the world. I got into coaching for a few reasons. One is I couldn't play anymore. They just finally said, you're done. And because otherwise I would still be playing. I love to play. And the other reason I got into coaching is I still love to compete. I love to compete, and I didn't want to give that up. And I love being on a team. You know, I want to be on a team. And probably the last couple reasons is because of the impact that my coaches had on me. My coaches shaped and molded and impacted me and pushed me to believe that I could do unbelievable things in life. And I'm so thankful for that. And then the last reason I got into coaching is because coaching gave me clarity as to my life. Maybe things that had happened in my life when I got into coaching, it kind of gave me clarity for that. So it's been a blessing, and I brought Woody McCorvey with me. He's somewhere out in the crowd, but Woody McCorvey was my position coach at Alabama, and I was a walk-on, gave me a scholarship, you know, lettered 3 years. He created and instilled a belief in me. Gene Stallings was my head coach, and those guys, you know, gave me the opportunity to get into this great profession. My oldest brother, Tracy, is here. My 2 oldest sons are here, Will and Drew. My wife could not be here because my youngest is in a basketball tournament, so she stayed back tonight. But you know, this has been quite a year for me, obviously. And my wife and I met in the 1st grade, and we started dating in the 6th grade. And this happens in Alabama. This is what happens. But so I know what y'all are thinking. I mean, we were like 23 when we got married, though, okay? So, but we go to Alabama, and we dated all through college, and we have 3 beautiful sons. But this is a year I may never have another year in my life. I may never win another Coach of the Year award. This is the 12th Coach of the Year award that I have won this year, and it's just unbelievable to me. It's surreal. And so, you know, I'm telling my wife we're getting ready to come up here and got the tuxes and all the stuff, and I'm like, babe, in your wildest dreams, would you have thought that I would be going to Yale to accept the Walter Camp Coach of the Year award? And my wife, because she's the one that keeps me humble, she says, babe, you're not in my wildest dreams. So that's my wife. So I guess like Matthew McConaughey is going to be the next coach at Clemson or something. I don't know. But I'll just say this. This was a special, special season at Clemson. It's been a blast. It's been 34 years since we've played for a national championship. It's not going to be 34 years before we do it again. It's been quite a journey, and we've loved every second of it. Before the season, everybody was talking about, you know, because we had 4 new starters in the D-line, 5 new starters in the offensive line. We lost our best receiver, new punter, kicker, snapper, holder, and everybody said, well, they're talented, but they're a year away. And this is the one time, because I don't ever believe them people are right, but this is the one time I hope they're right. Maybe we're a year away, and next year will be the year we can get it done. And it'll certainly help that Derrick Henry and Ragland won't be back. They'll be long gone. So, but I'm proud of our team. I'm proud of the accomplishments we've had on and off the field. A couple things you may not know about our team is I've had 135 seniors in my 7 years as the head coach, and 129 of them have their degree. Thank you. We've been top 10 academically 6 out of my 7 years. This year we had 48 honor roll guys this fall. We had the highest team football GPA in school history this fall while we were having the success on the field, and I just believe it goes hand in hand. But I'll just kind of say this as I kind of close it up. Walter Camp, to me, created the greatest team sport that we've ever known. There's just nothing like the game of football, and any individual award that is won is simply a result of team. Definitely. You know, Sir Isaac Newton used to say, if it seems as though I can see further than most, it's because I've stood on the shoulders of giants. And in the Bible, in Proverbs 11:14, it says, where there is no counsel, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. And so what I would just tell you is, you know, coaches of the year are made by the people around them. You know, I have an unbelievable staff. I have 115 young men that buy into the way we do things at Clemson. And so, you know, this is a staff award. This is a team award. And I'm just honored to be here to accept it on their behalf. So God bless y'all. Thank you for having me tonight. And go Tigers.